In this chapter, we will discuss about the nuclear chemistry. Nuclear chemistry is very interesting lately because it has been also used to produce energy and electricity, as we have seen in several other countries. Now, in nuclear chemistry, we do not only talk about the electron, but rather we will focus on, as the name suggested, the nuclear part of the atom. As we have discussed in the previous chapters, the nuclear consists of two different particles, which is the proton that is positively charged and the neutron that is neutral. Now, proton and neutron, together we call them the nucleons, or the member of the nuclear of an atom. Now, if you see a symbol of an atom, for instance X, you will normally see two values. You will see a number at the top and a number at the bottom. The bigger number is normally the mass of the atom, and the smaller one is what we call the atomic number. The atomic number immediately tells us about the number of the proton, while the mass, if we take the value of the mass and then we subtract this with the number of proton, we will then get the number of the neutron. So from here, we can tell that the mass itself is equal to the number of the nucleons. Now, nuclear reactions normally involve quite large amount of energy in comparison to just electron-involved chemical reactions like acid-bases or redox reactions. The energy of nuclear chemistry is normally very, very large, and therefore it can be used to produce energy or electricity. Now, in the nuclear reactions, we will also find subatomic particles. We will find particles such as alpha or helium that has 4 as the mass and 2 as the charge, or plus 2. Then we have protons, which is 1 in mass and 1 in charge. Also, sometimes we write this down as hydrogen, so also 1 to 1. We also have the electron, which is negatively charged. Therefore, we normally write this down as -1 for the charge and 0 for the mass. Because the mass is very small, it is negligible. We can also write this down as beta negative. That is the same thing. And we also have what we call the positron, which is beta positive, and this is 0, and this one is +1. So again, this is alpha particle, this is proton particle, this is electron, and this is positron, or the positive one, or the positive charged electron, while having the same mass. Other common particles would be neutron, which is 1 in the mass and 0 in the charge, and also gamma particles, which is actually 0 and 0. Throughout this chapter, you will see all of these particles. Therefore, it is very important to remember them, especially their mass number, which is at the top, and also the charge, which in this case is equal to the atomic number for these subatomic particles.